Dr. Gail Everett, and I'm the director here at Strides. I'd just like to let you know that Strides fills a really important part in the community. Recently, we became a United Way agency, and this has really allowed us to open up to even more students. We have usually over 200 students a year. At any given time, we'll have 50 or 60 students, but they're all done one-on-one. Now, a big problem here in South Carolina and other places in the United States is students that are struggling along to pass a particular grade of school, but they don't have reading levels or math levels. We're not a homework club. We don't take children in to teach them, get them through this class. Instead, we take them back to the level that they were having difficulty with in reading or math. Maybe it's a 6th grader who only reads on a 3rd grade level. And we, in a period of 3 to 6 months, can bring that student up to grade level so that he can do his work on his own. We don't want them dependent on us. We're full most of the time, and so we want to make room for other children that are going to come. Something interesting happened this last spring. I got a call from a lady who said, my son Patrick, he's coming out of 6th grade and he just barely passed his classes. He got D's in most of them. And he's a nice boy and he really wants to learn how to do well in school. But I know he doesn't read well and I just need some help. Only thing is, I don't have any money. Just last month I was attacked by a pit bull, and it ripped my arm like this and took the flesh off, and she couldn't move her fingers anymore, so she couldn't work. And so I said, well, at this point, because of the funding that we have, the lowest we can go is $15 an hour. But we would be happy, to work him in. We have a space for him. And she said, well, my mama said that she might help me, but she's only on Social Security. But I'm going to ask her. I'll call you back next week. So I waited a week, and a funny thing happened a week later. Before she called me, I got a call from United Way. And United Way said, we're going to fund you for 80 new students this year. And I could hardly believe it. I said, is this for real? I was so amazed. But she said, yes, you have the funding for this coming year. And so 2 hours later, Patrick's mother called back and she said, I just wanted to tell you, my son really needs this, and I know you said $15 an hour, but my mother said she can't do $15 an hour. And I said to her, well, I just got the call from United Way, and he can come for $5 an hour. And so she was so excited. But let me tell you what happened to Patrick. Well, she brought Patrick in. Here he is, just finishing up 6th grade, and by now it's the 1st of May. And I test him, and sure enough, he only reads 3rd grade level. There's no way that he can compete in a 6th and 7th grade classroom with a 3rd grade reading level. So I said, well, let's get him started. So we got him started, and it was a rough start. Patrick has a fairly severe learning disability, and that's what slowed him down originally. But we found a kid that's all heart. A kid that wants to succeed, that knows that it's right to do that, and he wants to. And how is he getting along in a 6th grade class and even getting a D? Sometimes I think maybe his teachers were just feeling sorry for him and letting him have the grades. Well, so we started working with him, and he was working real hard. He was coming up, but it was slower than most of our students. And so about halfway through the summer, I said to his mother, I said, he really needs 3 days a week and not just 2. See, most of our students only come 2 hours a week, but every 10 to 15 hours, we see them come up a grade level, which is like 4 weeks, 6 weeks. Patrick wasn't making that. So I said, we need to add another day. And she said, we don't have any more money. And so we have another friend who donates to Strides off and on, and she donated a little pool of money to add an extra day a week for Patrick. And so Patrick came an extra day a week, and within 2 weeks after that, he started shooting up. And so when he went into 6th grade here just a few weeks ago, at the beginning of fall, he was so much more confident. I mean, he's such a nice young man. He's African American. He's pretty tall, almost 6 feet. Kind of shy, but he has so much more confidence now than I've ever seen before. And he is doing well in his classes. We'll probably see him for another few weeks just to help him ease into the school year. But I know Patrick's going to do well. And we would just like to invite the community, if possible, to donate to students like this. These are students that want to do well. These are families that want their kids to do well. They can't afford to go to some place that wants to charge them $65, $75, $100 an hour like the commercial places in our area. And so I'd like to invite the community, if it's at all possible, help these kids. They need a hand, and if you'll give them a little bit of help, it can really change their life for the future. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Alex Weir, and I'm a math tutor for Strides. I've been here for about 3 years now, and something that I really enjoy about this, about our organization, is how many kids we can help, and how oftentimes we can help even low-income and struggling families and so forth, and just how quickly we see the kids come up. So I've enjoyed working here.
We have been very excited about the progress that Kate has made by using Strides, and we would recommend it to anybody looking to help their student improve. I love Strides!